Seb, how you doing?
Oh, are we live?
Oh, we're live, baby. I did my classic going live noise of whoop.
Oh,
That's normally your classic live noise. I'm starting the stream in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you know.
That's
I'm starting
normally
a new
the starting
classic.
noise. I don't like it. Bring back the original thing.
All right,
Back the original
let's roll
recipe.
back. Let's roll back. All right, we're going live in 3,
Alright,
2, go. Seb, how you doing?
Excuse me, what? Hey everyone, I'm Seb. I'm playing the Iron Moose Flame Mage, and today we're gonna be streaming for Falcon Publishing, I think one of their newer games. Excuse me, Age of Dragons. And starting off on today's podcast, we have a very special guest, Kay. Do you want to introduce your character?
What? Why did you go in that direction? Hi, I'm Rumham. I play Kalia, but also Harley because we're playing the B team. And there's no question today. You're all out of whack, Tune.
Actually, the question for today's session is if your character, if you had one character choice from the B or the main team, we don't use B and A here because it's actually derogatory. B stands for something else. We'll show you later.
Okay.
So if you had a choice between your character, Le Défend, or Kalia, who would you pick for the regular game, for the main game?
Probably Kalia because she has more HP. I'm finding that I'm not as careful as I should be with Harley and their like 80 something HP. So
only 80.
It makes a difference. I mean, Callie is at like 120, so it makes a difference.
Now,
sure.
Kay, as one of the main paid promoters of Age of Dragons, like, can you tell us about some of the upcoming paid promotions you're working on?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we got this great deal going on with, we're in the works, you know, it's on the DL with Pizza Hut. We're going to be doing... We're gonna be doing pizzas shaped like Talia's shield, and the pepperonis are gonna be the spikes on her shield. So it's in the works.
Well, that was a serious question. Thank you for the very not serious answer. We're gonna be moving along now because people come here for actual gameplay.
Now we brought the main designer, Ellen. Ellen, do you want to tell us about some of the design decisions of Age of Dragons?
Yeah. So the big thing we tested a lot of different colors, right? Just sure we look at the colors in great detail to pick like the best colors, and we ranked them. We made like one of those like S tier, A tier, B tier of the different colors. It was very intense.
See, that's interesting. I'm looking at the color palette here, and it says Trump 2020. Is there a reason that you chose colors so that the hex codes would spell out this message, or is that just a complete circumstance of?
That was a complete circumstance, yeah.
Okay.
That's code for blue.
Okay, and between your characters on the main team and the B team, who do you think you would you'd like to carry through?
Oh gosh, between the Dame and Haran, Haran is so much fun. Apparently this is not the first time I've played a himbo barbarian. That's apparently just a character trope I enjoy.
I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good himbo barbarian, man?
Okay, well, you had your opportunity to put in good opinions, and you gave us something about Pizza Hut. So if you don't mind, sorry, Ellen.
But I do really like the Dame. The Dame is a lot of fun, and she gets to sass a lot more than Haran does, and she actually has brain cells to contribute to plans.
Oh,
and
sure.
Haran does not have the intelligence to contribute to the planning stage.
Speaking of intelligences, we have Pal.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Pal. And I'm not a commander today.
Wow.
And he
New
said his name
voice
today.
line. And you said your
Wow.
name.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's today. It's great.
You're playing a cultist. I'm guessing you like that cultist more than Leanne.
I prefer Leanne as a character, but a cultist in terms of gameplay is very satisfying for the exact opposite reasons of Commander.
Now, my notes say here you were behind the triangle design in the game. Can you tell us about that?
You see, the triangle, it represents courage, power, and wisdom. I actually initially went with 3 triangles and 1 triangle, but apparently that was too close to some other company. I don't know.
Yeah. 3 triangles is the well-known, what's it called? The triangular power of wiseness, strongness, and kindness.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a Microsoft property. Pretty sure that's a Microsoft property. Max, you want to tell us about what you're doing here today?
I'm here to play, y'all.
All right.
How's it feel to be off the bench?
Playing?
Being off the bench.
Yeah, how's it feel to be off the bench?
Yeah, I'm just really glad that this other person quit and I could step up, and I love being the social manager, outreach manager, and I just like seeing everyone test the product.
Yeah. So again, I'm Seb, and I know what you're expecting. I've been running this game for almost 2 years now, but today I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing Ash the Sorcerer, and I've dialed in one of my friends. Very busy man, made time for us this week. So everybody, would you please give a quick round of applause to Toon, aka Cody the Mage Flame.
So happy to be here. So happy to run the game. I've been play testing it, for the past 2 weeks, non-stop. Have not slept. I feel like I got the game dialed in. I'm excited to be here now. Max, I didn't hear. Would you prefer Ballerin or Lucian?
I didn't hear Seb say if he prefers.
Being the
Ash
designer of the game, I'm actually allowed 3 main characters. I don't know if you know this, but I have one waiting in the wings. 4.
Oh, I had the wrong playtest copy. Sorry.
Yeah. 4. I have a lizard man barbarian waiting in the wings. I have a dark elf wizard floating around somewhere out there. I have a crit fishing rogue ranger called Talus, and then I have some idiot with like Magneto powers or something. I don't know.
So characters aren't as important. You can always swap them out.
Yeah. What's really important is that you're having fun and sharing a table with your friends, and that one of them actually covers up the pizza bill at the end of the night, pal.
I foot my
Don't
own
worry, Pizza Hut's got our bill. Don't worry about that.
This sunset. No. Max, how are you feeling about Ballerin Resolution, though?
I think Ballerin's really fun. I think Lucian would beat him up in a 1v1 pretty bad, but
Lucian has some good stats.
Yeah, no one flies like Ballerin. Yeah, and if Lucian just wants to go ham, he can rage, and I don't know. I don't think Ballerin could get away.
He can just fly.
Lucian can just fire
and then he just shoots him down.
No, well, here's the thing. Go into melee until you transform. Fly away once you're a dumb werewolf.
Yeah, once you're a dumb werewolf, it's gonna take you like a whole turn to turn back.
That's true. It's true.
But then he's already like 120 feet away. What are you gonna? That's basically out of range, basically.
All right, so Ballerin can flee from the
shots.
fight successfully, but I don't think he can.
All right, so guest GM. Last session, I ran these guys through some part of the Stone Thief. I don't remember where we ended up.
Made some Medusa.
But I gave you the book. I gave you the maps. I did all the work for you. You should be set to run. Open this scene for us.
All right.
Just gaslight the entire audience.
What a great episode for people to start.
Yeah,
on.
for those just joining in, no, this is what every episode's like. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is it. This is the game.
So when you guys last left off, before we traded off hands, you had successfully gone through the maze of the undead Medusa, smashed a column, made your way through some scything, shifting mazes, defeated the undead half-stone, half-undead Medusa, and then found its old, sealed-away kin. Let's go ahead and bring that Medusa up on screen so everyone can once again feel protective over it.
That's buck teeth.
It does. Now, one of the items that was awarded last session was a bone servant. It knows all the mannerisms of the 0th age, and so Ash probably has a lot of connections to it, feeling like this isn't out of place. I am going to strongly recommend you use said bone servant, which is not useful in a fight, but is intelligent enough to carry around this baby and care for it. That will enable you all to use your standard fighting.
No.
Harley definitely wants to carry it and nanny this baby.
My gosh, you guys are gonna go into the hardest combat we've ever seen.
No,
with one hand on a
It's like a pram.
I like it.
Bone dancer be a pram.
No.
I like to see team kills,
He's
so
got
let's go.
He's got important stuff to do whenever I inevitably put his non-life at risk with a plan in combat, because that's what I have 6.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Now I have 6, and 2 of them are mobile.
I mean, really, you could spare one of the arms to carry the baby if you get the right.
I didn't even want to bring the baby along.
Yeah,
let's recall the conversation.
Let's go ahead and get some iconic relationships rolls for everyone. And sound check, all of you should hear a reasonable audio level of the main theme.
I adjusted my levels on my end a long time ago.
Yeah, I can scroll up to look at my dice.
I'm gonna wait for everyone else.
Can I just say I really appreciate the investment into brass dice?
Oh yeah.
The bronze. Sorry.
Okay, I rolled everything. I didn't get anything.
Yeah. Hot diggity dog.
Let's see, did my dice actually load this time? I forgot to check. Damn it.
That's Dan, right? No, Danny. Danny was the one that did Die So Nice, right?
JDW did Die So Nice. Anyway, so now that you guys all have your iconic relationships, yeah, you need to take care of this baby. It is hungry. You summoned a horde of rats via a ritual and have been feeding it D3 every hour or so. It eats a lot. It's a chubby little thing. None of you really know much about the care or upkeep of creatures. I will let you know. Holding the baby and trying to fight, -4 penalty to your attacks.
So we fed it 1 last time. We have 22 rats left.
Yep.
How many has Balrin been eating? Can I roll for that?
Go ahead.
I want to introduce this level of simulationism into.
Yeah,
this.
don't worry.
I've eaten 20.
He said 1d3. He said 1d3.
I said for the baby. If Max wants to use his first crit of the night, eating 20 of the 22 rats,
This is why I didn't want to get involved, because all of a sudden you become the rat guy.
Lucian, for eating 20 of the remaining rats, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that was your complication. One of your 5s has now been spent as a complication, and you just have the benefit remaining.
Cool.
Do you even have any 5s?
No.
Well, you have. You know what? We'll upgrade.
I have a 5.
You have a 5 with the Lich King now.
Oh, sweet. Sweet Aunt Jemima.
But it still has a complication.
I'm curious what everyone else is eating. Like, I got my protein down. I don't know about everyone else.
You don't have time to eat when you're studying ants.
Why are you eating? Why are you eating the rats that I summoned if you don't trust me, anyways?
Yeah, that's a great.
I burnt them to a crisp every time.
Charcoal.
Mmm.
I have no words. I have words. They're not stream appropriate.
I imagine Lei Dufan doesn't need to eat or eats like pieces of metal and things like that. I imagine Harun might mistake random stones for food and eat them anyway.
I think Harun's got like some hardtack in his armor that he's just gonna kind of pull out and be like, "Oh yeah, this is good."
I want to.
I want gnaw on it.
Ew. I want to like roll Constitution to see if I can just sit down and eat some mana.
Eat some mana
from the surrounding area. Yeah.
I mean,
like if this is gonna corrupt my character, turn him into a monster, like that's what I'm about. We've discussed this numerous times. I'm into it.
Like, are you looking to get a benefit out of this, or just do it for like?
I don't have rations in my inventory list because 13th they just gave about heroes, and if you're managing inventory, you're not being a hero.
Yeah. Yeah, that means you get to just. Ellen doesn't have hardtack in her inventory, and she just said she had it, and I just moved on because that made sense.
Okay, then I'm just sitting down eating mana.
All right, there you go. You're eating little globs of mana.
What?
I hope you're happy.
What's a mana?
Yeah.
Like.
We're not even gonna get to the fight this session, are we?
Seb, just DM me on the side.
We have someone with a hard limit on when they can stay, and you're out here doing so much filler. Good work.
Let's railroad this session back on track. Okay. As you guys have been traveling along, presumably with the baby somewhere on you, someone maybe passing around carrying and such, the pathways of the dungeon shape and shift from natural stone to a dwarven architecture. You come up upon an area where once magnificent dwarven iron-shod doors wide enough for 12 dwarves and their stone golems to pass through. The stone golem the doors are tall enough the stone golem wouldn't have even had to stoop, but there's not but a single small crack wide enough to shimmy your way in. It's hard to see what's inside. It is dim and dark, but it seems to be the only way forward. You can.
Is this the? Sorry, was this the crack in the Minotaur's room?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's just weird because I remember the Minotaur room not being hallways, but a big open chamber. So.
You're entering the room.
Oh.
Via a crack. There's a rank, foul smell as if you're near a graveyard coming from inside.
I'd like to crouch down and kind of peer through the crack. Not entering it, just kind of looking through it.
It is incredibly dark in this room, but you can see the dim shapes of a giant anvil that once was the place where they worshipped their forge god. There's a giant dark crack in the room, and there's 7 columns spread throughout the room with dark cauldrons hanging overhead, large enough to fit an elephant.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are there ants?
There's no ants.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not going first, then.
I will.
I just
I'll
go ahead.
I'll throw just a burning hands at the ground real quick just to light the fire gem, and I'll go first.
Okay.
Don't you literally have like dancing lights?
I do, but what I'm doing by lighting the fire gem is resistance against
Fair enough.
fire type attacks.
1 second, I should actually make this dim.
Google says most lizards can see at night.
Okay.
Okay.
I am a dragon.
You have dim vision then.
Wow.
You see things as an idiot would.
I got him.
Normal vision. Oh, it just got darker.
Yeah,
it's getting darker.
I had a bunch.
Oh,
There we go. You know, there's a single light illuminating the temple for the Forge Gods. The cauldrons all are dark, however. There's a great and heavy grunt, and you see a big, giant fingers grasp from the crevice right here, and up comes a massive head attached.
Can I go over to
Can you
one
not
of the...
interrupt my narration? I'm
Okay.
I'm in the middle of something.
We're gonna
He's
get
catching the
paused
groove.
again, guys.
Up comes
It's always
a massive Minotaur who lets out a billowing roar. Where's my billowing roar?
Yo, hang on, I got you.
Where is my billowing roar?
If you can't find it, I got you.
I had it prepared and it didn't save.
Go, pal. Go.
I'm waiting for permission.
Hold on. Update track.
Oh, it looks like GM has no faith in POW.
That works. My roar wasn't as good.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was your roar, POW.
No, it was not.
Now I
My
can-
roar
Alright,
was
well,
an
this
emergency.
From the pile, you hear the crunch of thousands of bones, the pile of bodies that the Minotaur has slayed in its rest here. The Minotaur's flesh is falling off its own bones. There's a single sword poised out of its chest. Its fur is rotting. There are tendrils of old bodies and intestines on its horns. And from that pile of bones comes pouring out nearly a dozen death-bound shades, people adventurers and others who have ventured into this room and been slain by the Minotaur, perpetually torn to be in this. I see you, Balrin. I don't think I don't see you. They are bound to this room until the Minotaur is slayed. This will be here too.
I believe it. I believe it too. Yeah, that's not an empty threat. That doesn't sound like an empty
Yo, shout out to
threat.
Haran with the 20 for initiative.
Thank you.
Bound to the room and seeking out vengeance for all who may join their ranks. Vengeance is made the wrong thing. Driven by hate of having been bound here, they seek out any who dare enter the room, and the shades swarm out, collapsing onto all the nearby people.
Man, I'm so glad our paladin left me wide open.
Me too.
It's okay. They're splitting up. All of you get two of them. Look at that.
Oh, good.
Opid, 1, 2. Ash, 1, 2. Haran, 1, 2. Balrin, 1, 2. Balrin, these are not undead, by the way. These are ghosts and shades. They apparently don't count. No, you know what? No, it says type undead. Never mind, you're good. These are undead. You get your bonus if you have it.
Possible. 1, 2.
Opid feels icy hands ripping into his mana. Haran feels a chunk of his soul leave his body, and the rest of you are able to resist their clawing grasp. And it's now Haran's turn.
Okay.
Someone
Okay.
gonna kill all these mooks just in one hit, please?
Yeah, sure.
They're in
that sounds-
two mobs, by the way.
Do we each have one from each mob?
No.
Aw. Okay.
This
That's
equality
alright.
sucks.
I'm still just gonna whack the one near me. Whichever we're gonna say that the one I targeted is the one that hit me, and I'm going to just whack it back.
Your stone axe cleaves through the shade as it wills away into undeath once again, and it falls over into the next one, who is now half transparent.
Okay. you know, I think I still want to stay here.
All right, Lay Dufan, there are a number of shades around you. What do you do?
Yeah, I am going to make a... oh, what did I just do? Here we go. I'm going to hit... Oh, there's not really much I can do. I rolled a 13, which triggers carve an opening. So my crit range is +1 until I score a critical hit every turn.
Your sword dashes out into the shade, dealing not a ton of damage. That doesn't seem.
Wow, just rub it in.
Hold
yeah,
on.
not a lot of damage.
Not a lot of damage, but that might be. Hold on. I think that might be a bug. Let me check your sheet.
Yeah, your dice are messed up. Your melee dice didn't roll.
Please give me another melee roll.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bingus. That's better.
That's better. You stab through and twirl around. Why one? And the shade in front of you dissipates, and you wick the tip out and nick the one next to you.
The tip.
The tip.
All
Is that your turn, Lay Dufan?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I can't really do anything to help you, Opiate. I'm sorry.
Please help. I don't have ants.
You can't teleport?
I need ants.
Why don't you have ants?
I use them to cheese a room.
Oh, right.
Lay Dufan, you're done? You're good?
She said yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You have a pillar to your back. You can see the large cauldron up above is cold, but there's still a rune on it from back when they used to heat it. And there's two shades in front of you. What do you do?
Can I do a... oh man, hopefully not. An intelligence check on if, like, knowing what the cauldrons would do if lit, or just like what the ceremony would be, kind of thing?
Int or Wisdom would both be able to tell you that.
Okay.
All you know is they read fire, but you're not sure if that means that they explode, or if that means that they turn the insides to liquid, or what.
Oh,
but
fire
putting a little go ahead.
Has never proved me wrong.
Putting a little bit in of magic in is all, or a little fire by is all it takes to activate them.
All right, 3 nearby enemies. So I will say the 2 mooks by me, and then the cauldron for the fire breath.
All right.
Shooting a blast of fire out at it.
Fire billows out of your mouth, and you can see the rune on the cauldron turn a bright red. The giant vat of metal inside starts turning molten. The chains start snapping, and anyone underneath is now getting splashed with hot fire.
Good. Thanks.
Look, you cast Burning Hands for a reason.
All right. There is no save against this, so let's see how many enemies it gets. It does 3. Ashharn and the Ghost Biome, you are all taking 14 damage from hot magma falling onto you.
Oh, cool.
Is that? Oh, just the mooks or us too?
You too.
No, it's us. It's us.
You're welcome.
No.
So does this seem like it's an every turn type of thing if you're by the chain or the whatever?
You now see that it goes back to being silent, and you could this one has now been spent. Like the metal inside is gone. There are 3 other cauldrons in the area.
Now, here's a question.
Okay.
No, Balrin isn't the one making the attack. That's cheesy. Never mind. Nah.
All right.
I was gonna say you didn't even beat my novice tier resistance with that attack, but it's the cauldron, not the actual fire breath, right? So,
Yeah. Now that was fire damage, but
yeah, but resistance in 13th Age is like
yeah, you're right. It's based on the natural
I have to
roll.
beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right. If I were to cast a ranged spell, I would get hit, right?
Correct. And also your breath. Yeah, that was a quick. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna do a regular melee attack against one of these boys.
Now they are undead, and so your crit range is in your hands, but you blast through the 2 in front of you, and then the one in front of Haran also dissipates, having been already burnt away by the magma.
Okay, how far can I get in a move action?
You could get like, here or here, or back to your friends.
Could I get behind this
Yeah.
pillar? All right, I'm gonna be inspecting the wall as I go.
Okay.
Also, I can't. The vision isn't following me.
Oh, that's because you're not giving off vision. Hold on.
Can't see.
There you go.
Can't see shit.
Okay. Is this like a furnace?
Yeah, that's an old forge that people crafted weapons in.
Please don't.
Okay. Can I get up to here or
Yep.
no?
All right, Opie.
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. That is a success, even with the extra enemy. You are now disengaged.
Okay. I'm gonna. How far can I go?
You can get to any of the nearby pillars.
Lie, you fools.
Please help. Wait, no attacks of opportunity?
He
Oh,
disengaged.
disengage was
Disengage.
successful. Yeah. Okay.
We don't see that all the time. This party.
I gain focus. I believe that's all for me. For now.
Well, for now, folks.
It is now the Minotaur's turn. He finishes climbing up. Large cracks are left in the tile from his heavy stomps as he ventures forth. Rancid air leaving his nostrils. Up close, you can see the sword in his chest has been stabbed where the heart would be, and the rest of his body is just falling apart, barely held together by some sort of power. He swings once with a large gash of his claws at Ash.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Does
And-
that hit?
That is a hit.
Oh.
And then he turns to the side and jams a huge horn at Le Dufan.
Oh, I forgot to do a thing.
Those are both hits.
Oh yeah, they are.
Ash, you are now staggered. And no, you can't move. What are you doing?
It says pops free and knocks
That's a
short distance
natural
away.
16 plus.
It was a natural 9.
The
Oh,
Minotaur
okay.
pops free of the target,
I-
not you.
And knocks it a short distance away. Does no one read?
Anyway, Ash, looking up at this massive creature, now that you have less than 48 health, you are filled with absolute dread and fear. You cannot add the escalation die, and you are now throwing.
I'm
minus...
also dazed, so I can't do much.
Yep, you throw -4 attacks against the Minotaur.
Wait. Wait.
Oh no,
wait,
no. That's the natural 16.
9 is a 9. 9 is odd.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 second as we re-roll that attack. The Minotaur, an astral ant protects Ash from the first swipe and explodes, dealing 29 second damage to the Minotaur.
Oh my god, his health parted. Oh, okay. That's still really bad. That's still
and we'll roll again against Ash.
This guy rolled an... Oh, okay, that would actually miss.
There we go.
That does actually save Ash from a good chunk of damage.
Ash is not, in fact, feared. He only saw that possibility ahead of him before the ant protected him. He is still okay.
And because it's not displaying for me, but I have brain melting secrets. When I hit with a spell attack that deals psychic damage, the target of my attack can't attack me during its next turn unless I'm the only one nearby.
You fool.
I'll apply Lady Fawn's damage guy and see it. Alright. It is now Ash's turn. You are engaged with both the Minotaur and 2 ghouls. Or shades.
I want to disengage.
That you'll come with a -2 penalty for 2 additional enemies.
I have nice boots, which give me a +2 to disengage.
Well, that evens things out.
So, let's see.
Who's
Oh,
bro?
I thought that would...
That is a fail.
I thought that would roll. That is a bad fail.
You try to take a step back, but the Minotaur slams a weapon into a big axe into the ground and interrupts your backing up.
I'm gonna take it. Can I levitate? I can still levitate.
Straight up in the air, just shoop.
I am levitating towards the chains above me.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna grab them.
I'm making the Minotaur vulnerable to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the chains. I'm gonna start trying to slink away.
Okay. You're still engaged. The shades float up to follow you.
I mean, of course they will. I can't do anything against these guys. That is my turn.
Why don't you use your action to kill him and then move?
How about you use your action to shut up? Like, I have nothing.
He already spent his move action trying to disengage. Wait, no, you keep your move action if you fail to disengage.
No.
Then
No,
I
you do spend it?
levitate.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just levitate up and I grab the chains. My plan is to pull myself along and get away.
You are now like the head of the Minotaur.
Yeah, I have nothing I can do about it.
All right. It is now escalation die 1.
Dun dun dun.
The Minotaur's horns and claws start growing. You can hear the grinding of the monster's ribcage against the metal of the blade inside of it. The monster is sucking in the magical power of adventurers and their magic items being near. It's getting stronger.
I was wondering when you were going to mention the magical power.
Yeah, I can read. Sometimes I, come up with things on my own.
I don't know, man. Between our Yu-Gi-Oh matches, I don't know.
All right, 2 shades are still floating up with Ash. You are now engaged with the Minotaur as well, which means that they now get to... you are vulnerable against their attacks.
I've been engaged with these guys.
1, 2...
Mm-hmm.
No crits. Lady Dufon gets swarmed with 3 of them. She is also vulnerable to their attacks. 1, 2, 3.
That was close.
That's a crit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
You feel a huge chunk of your life force leave out as they slurp out it, and they get nice and firm as if they're coming back to the corporeal realms, but it's just an illusion.
Oh, that didn't crit. Okay,
No,
I
that
thought
did
it crit.
That's
It did?
One not crit, 1 crit because of vulnerability.
And it still only did 18?
No,
No,
it doesn't
it-
auto. You'll have to right-click apply as
Oh.
double.
Okay. So the last two ones were for me, correct?
Yep, 18 and then double of 18. Lady Fawn goes down in a slump.
Oh.
On a normal save. Is
Yeah,
this my
it's-
save or?
It's a D20. Yeah, it checks out.
Lady Fawn goes down and is unable to. She's like, never say die, and then collapses on the ground anyway.
Yep. Rip.
She is now
Oh, mon
unconscious.
Please help.
Alright, Haran, is now your turn.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna lose Ash at the least. Lei Dufan probably get carried out.
Well, you know, if Balrin actually comes in and helps, I think we might be able to do something.
Oh, so where's the baby?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the baby's dead. The
What?
baby was on Lei Dufan.
No! Ah!
Wait, did she take some of the damage then? Lady found the...
Lady Fawn,
I think the question.
were you carrying the baby? What do you do when you walked in this room?
She might have went AFK. She's muted.
Sorry, I had to change the batteries in my headset. As much as Harley would want to hold the baby, I think they would understand that they can't hold the baby when they're going into the Minotaur.
So what do you do
They
with the
didn't know
baby?
about the.
What'd you do with it?
I left him outside the door.
And that's where it's staying.
All right, and Seb, is your bone servant there holding the baby outside the door?
My bone servant is also dead with me. It got crushed after the first attack, I'm sure. If you guys really want to make this baby a thing, yeah, it sprinted across the room with the child.
The bone servant
It's running-
sitting there with a baby Medusa looking in through the crack and watching its master just like being crushed. We good. Haran, is now your turn.
We...
Karan, you need to kill like every single Mook in one swing.
Yeah, do we
If there was
roll
ever a
looks,
time
or
to get mad, now is the time to get mad.
Yeah, or should I start working on the Minotaur?
Mooks do bunch of damage. Minotaur
Okay.
do big damage. One attack.
Alright, fine. Haran is going to... hang on. Yeah, okay. Haran's gonna rage.
What does raging look like for Haran?
I think he's just gonna kind of like do some sort of like wrestler pose and yell. And it's basically like, yeah, it's basically just a straight up angry. It doesn't look super impressive until you see he's really going back to the, planting his legs and really using his core to swing. And all of a sudden you realize like, oh, wow. Yeah, he's going whole hog now, isn't he? We're not playing casual.
He was just half-assing it before.
Yeah.
You are now
Yeah.
raging.
It's like the
Against
difference
the
between
machine.
somebody jogging and then breaking into a sprint,
Yeah.
And then he's gonna whack the Mook.
Okay.
Hit it with your best shot. Dude.
Which was
that...
poop.
Hold on.
Your weapon dice are busted.
Yeah, my weapon dice are busted again.
Hold on.
Please hold.
Okay, please do it again.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. You slam through the one next to you. It dissipates, and then some overflow damage to you pick the one near Ash or the one near Lei Dufan.
The one's near Ash.
All right, you're no
I'm
longer
not-
engaged.
Yeah, I'm not engaged with anything. I'm gonna go ahead and back up over by Opid.
Okay.
If you're looking to maintain your rage, you
You don't
might
have
want to run forward.
You don't have to.
There's
maintain
no need to
rage.
maintain. It lasts until end of the battle.
Oh, that's right.
You played a
am I thinking?
barbarian before.
I'm thinking of.
That's okay. Lei Dufan, you are down, but in this battle, you can help out anyway. Your spirit can battle against the shades. Yeah.
Sounds pretty sus.
Sounds
Am I gonna continue doing my tasks even though I'm dead?
Machines have souls.
Look, it's more. Don't worry about it. All right. First of all,
this machine does.
You can roll your death save as normal, and on a 12 or more, you can banish D4 death shades.
Okay.
As a reminder, yeah, I could have waited for me to finish talking, but you did. You just hit roll. Let me finish. Alternatively, you can voluntarily fail a death save to destroy 1d8 plus charisma shades. But you have already failed your death save, and you haven't even your spirit, if you have one, is not enough to destroy any shades.
Damn.
Balrin, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna cast. This is a quick action and a ranged spell. I'm gonna cast Divine Endurance.
Okay.
So
for power or effect?
For I'll say power. I think Ash looks pretty like he really needs the 60. I mean, it's more valuable.
40
credit. It'd be 60. You get 60 temp HP, or I could give 30 to all of you guys.
No, he would get 40 because you pick one.
No, because he's.
No, I'm 5th level, so it's 60 and 30.
You're right. My bad.
So I could give 30 to all y'all, so it'd be an additional 30 health. But I feel like you're gonna go down if I don't use the 60. But I'll use it however you guys want it.
That would put me at 81.
Do you want just 30? Because then it's better for
the shades already. So here's the thing: I'm gonna get both Minotaur attacks, and there's a good chance I'm gonna get hit with both Minotaur attacks, and at least I'm taking 16 damage, which, well, I don't know whatever the die roll is gonna be, but at least I'm taking 16.
You need 60.
16 because of the +8 that GM rolled at the start of this turn, and it's 2 attacks. So.
All right. Well, I feel like Balrin would just give it to all 3 of you guys because he doesn't really especially like Ash. But if you guys think, if you want it all Ash, I'd give it to you.
If somebody can play Disruption, get in here, and make it so that the Minotaur has at least one other attack target, I may only be subject to 1 attack. At which point, my plan is to melt through the chain and let this metal go at the feet of the Minotaur, and maybe get some breathing room.
The metal was emptied in this cauldron already by Balrin.
Son of a mother.
All right, I'm gonna give 30 temp HP to everyone.
All right, Ash, Harn, and Opik glow a nice soft blue as each of you gain 30 temporary health.
Or their skin turns scaly.
Oh, I like it.
All right, so I have a double.
What Carapace feels like.
So I have a double move action because that was just a quick.
Yeah, you can do that.
From my character perspective, I see a door here. What does that actually look like?
There is a big doorway that has been filled in, much like the one you came in. It's hard to see from here, though, if it has the same crack as what you entered.
Okay.
Max, I just want to remind you of one thing. You remember what happened to Lucian, right?
Lots of things happened to Lucian. He's still alive.
Okay.
Are you trying to say something particular?
No, I was just seeing if your memory held up.
That was really vague, so gotta help me out.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Can I make it all the way there in one?
You can.
With a double move? Okay.
With a double move, you can rush in. You can see that there is also a crack on this side, just big enough to shimmy through.
Oh, man.
but the stones on this side seem looser packed.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like before, the other side were like bricks. This side seemed like loose rubble that have been loosely glued together. Like they might collapse even.
If I try to slip through, or
if you hit it with a great amount of force or power,
then it could open up bigger.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely caught somebody going through it before.
Okay. That's all I can do, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you caught Lucian in there, if you recall.
Yeah, that's the reference.
100 damage attack. The
Wait,
moment you try to escape.
I thought I tried to save somebody else. I saved someone through the wall. I thought it was
No,
Kalia.
No, some tiefling saved you through a wall.
Opede, it is now your turn.
All right, check out my amazing play. I'm gonna rally.
Okay.
Observe.
Ants crawl all over your body and start stitching you back together.
The wonders of astral ants. No. Haron. With Patrick, J, Julian, Fitzroy, and Quinn. They'll keep you safe.
Thanks, Obed. I'll keep him safe too.
Plus 4 bonuses.
Stay in there.
Across the chart.
Get in there.
Art's gonna like crack some sort of joint very grossly.
All right. Well, seeing only one valid target, the Minotaur sweeps at Ash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what I was worried about.
Ash gets popped.
All right.
Ash pops. The Minotaur pops free of Ash, stomping over, and Ash goes flying against the wall and is hovering in midair, dazed.
Well, you're alive. That's the 30 temp HP.
That was a crit, right? So.
Nope.
No. 18.
Okay. Okay, no.
You're not vulnerable. This Minotaur
I'm
then
vulnerable
stomps
to shape.
forward and tosses its horns at Haron. Haron's able to hold it back, but the force of the blow just shakes through his body. Now, as a reminder, both of those are also 8 additional damage.
Hang on, my friend. I might have a spell for this circumstance. Let me double check. No, I don't. Continue.
It is now Ash's turn.
I'm not going to attack. I'm going to... Can I kick off the wall? I can't move with levitation, but I can kick off the wall.
You can.
I float back to the chain.
Okay.
I'm going to melt the chain.
Okay. As a reminder, this doesn't hold any metal in it, but it is a big cauldron.
It is a big cauldron, and it is basically on a string.
Yeah.
And there's a giant Minotaur right there.
There is.
So, I figure that'll do something. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to burn Burning Hands again as if it were an ability. I don't see any reason. Unless you think that would not do enough.
The chains melt between your burning hands, and the cauldron snaps free and swings, and with a big reverberating clang hits the head of the Minotaur. Because it's not full of metal, it doesn't do any damage, but the Minotaur is now dazed itself and is going to throw -4 on its attacks until its next turn.
Now, yep, that's my turn. I can't get down to Les Dauphins yet. Les Dauphins.
The Minotaur's claws grow ever larger, its horns ever bigger. It is now throwing 18 additional damage out when it hits.
Oh, good. Good. That's cumulative.
Ugh.
Only this undead Minotaur had some divine being that could possibly challenge it.
The shades swarm around Ash.
Goodbye, everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4. Luckily, it's not a crit because it's not you're not engaged with the Minotaur. Only one of those are a hit.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Ash
There
is now unconscious.
Only one is a
hovering.
hit. Hang on, my friend.
Oh my god.
Before the target drops, it can make a basic attack as a free action. But you
With my attack roll.
With your attack roll.
Yes.
Uh,
Which is a 19 versus MD.
okay. So that would wait. It says I'm the target.
Yes, you choose then which one you attack because you're the one who's still making it.
Oh, with the 19. Okay.
Yeah, it's a basic attack with that 19 versus MD.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any basic attacks.
You do definitely
I
have a
have-
basic attack.
Yeah, I have a melee attack and a ranged attack.
Yep, you have to use the melee in this case.
You could use the range if you really wanted. Your melee dice are set up.
Well, I've never had to set up. Hold on.
I mean, they
What is
never
the-
mattered.
Describe your
My-
melee attack.
Yeah, what do you? Do
It's
you
a-
just have like a
it's a-
shitty dagger? Roll it again, by the way.
It's a fist. It's one of the iron fists.
Ah. Roll it again for real damage.
The astral
Okay.
realm warps around Ash. His fist just goes flying from a pulse of astral winds from behind.
And then Ash gets back up because he took 23 less damage from the attack.
So that would be
Yeah, so it was only
10.
It was 18 damage total. So you have 18.
Oh,
health again.
I've
And Ash is still up.
He's still up, boys.
well, I'm back to 13 because that's what I had
Oh,
before the
perfect.
attack.
Yeah.
Unless we're playing the negative game,
No.
at which point I would be at 18.
Champions of the astral realm shall not let his friends fall.
All right, Haran,
Woo.
it is now your turn. This Minotaur's in front of you. He is dazed. What do you do?
Slap his butt.
Yep. Yeah. We're gonna hit him.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to hit him back, but it just clunks against his magically infused horns.
Okay. Do I need to announce? Wait. Do I need to announce that I'm building frenzy now or after?
Yeah, just go ahead and click the power so we keep track of it.
Okay.
All right. You have one stack of frenzy. Lady Dufan, you can purposely fail a death save to get rid of additional death
Yeah,
saves.
I'm gonna do that. It's 1d8, right?
1d8 plus charisma bonus.
That's wild.
And my charisma is pretty high. My charisma
you crit.
is my charisma is +2, so 10.
Tell us how
of
your
those.
soul blows away the rest of these shades.
Lots of angry screaming in some vaguely French language.
Vaguely French.
I mean,
French Canadian.
I don't know if
Screeching.
I don't know if France exists in the
Valorant?
world of the 13th Age.
Egypt did because we destroyed it.
Oh, right.
Valorant is now your turn.
Oh, all right. He's gonna look back and just hear this the screaming of souls and all this random, the probably like the oh no, I'm down. Oh, I'm up. And he's going to go into the crowd. He's gonna slip by.
The Minotaur, a stone face emerges from the rubble next to you and says, "You won't escape," and laughs maniacally as the Minotaur turns around and gets a free, furious charge attack on you.
But
it's heavy.
I'm out of range.
It's heavy.
You think it cares about range?
Does it have to disengage?
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Yeah, what's that? Just a regular
melee? It's a rage basic melee.
Okay.
Could you please roll 2 11 pluses? Just
You know,
once.
That
You hit it from behind, but it keeps going. Stop! 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 It's cracking.
Don't you get an extra D10?
Hmm?
She gets an extra D10 of damage.
No, 1d4.
No, your champion feat. It's D10s.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll roll a d10 too.
Wow.
Thank you.
Another 9 damage, but the Minotaur bellows as it charges against Max. Now this is at a -4. So that is 22 versus AC.
Of 28.
So is
He's undead, I presume.
Yeah, he's undead.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
28.
actually, yeah, he's undead enough for it to count. He crashes around you, and the rubble does 21 miss damage.
How does that look for the door?
You managed to slip through, but the door is now collapsed behind you.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean that's my turn, I presume.
You have now left combat.
Okay.
Open.
Man, I'm glad our anti-undead specialist.
See you later, folks. You didn't believe in the power of the dragon. Didn't make friends.
There. I want to stabilize Dolphin.
All right. Stabilizing her is a easy wisdom check. That's a DC 10 wisdom check. If your stabilization check is 25 plus, you treat them so quickly it only takes a quick action. You can use your standard action this turn. Lady Fawn is still unconscious and rolling death saves, but failed saves no longer takes him closer to death.
That's it?
I was using this to waste my standard action.
I mean, you can still just...
The Minotaur's not in range, right?
No, it's at the far end of the room.
Okay. Can I stabilize squared?
You can feed her a healing potion.
I don't have any.
Well, that's what you got.
Attack either. Announce the things you have.
I want to add the smell of pine cones to the room.
Sure. The room smells less bad.
Do we get like a +1 circumstantial bonus?
Wow.
No.
Hey, you don't get it if you don't ask.
Stomp. 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 Let's see. Oh, where's my roll of faith? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop! Stop!
What?
He's got big legs.
Opik gets the first attack.
Wait, so in one movement range, he got all the way across? He didn't have to use two?
He's huge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Claws rend at Opid, and you take an extra 18 damage.
Can I run something by you, GM?
Absolutely, yes.
With my 6 and aerial. Okay, so I presume that the rubble had to fall from somewhere.
Yep, there's now a gap at the top.
Okay. Could I fly through using the Dragon 6 and my aerial combat expert and my aerial combat expert actual ability to snatch up and save one of them.
Yeah, on your turn.
Okay.
Eat my crit!
Ash gets gored with a tusk, with a great horn for half damage, which I think puts him down still.
No, buddy. Look at what I attack.
And the target miss gains the same amount of temporary health points.
And that's a crit!
That is a crit, baby!
Also, wait. Yeah, he actually could attack me at that point, huh? Yeah, you're right. Also, he's dazed again.
Yeah, I see that. Which is, I guess, good, because as staggered enemies, he's gaining the +4 bonus to negate it.
So he gets 60.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that was...
Kaboom! Yeah, remember? As the chosen wielder of the astral ants, I will kill you!
Let me double check one thing. I regret to inform you that half damage applies to the additional 18 damage as well, but that should still perfect, like, because you're getting the target, wait. Yeah, you get 30 temporary health points from him, and then you get half of 30 plus, wait, yeah, half of 30 plus 18. So you should have 9 damage total, Ash.
Nine damage total.
Yes.
So, would that be applied to true HP or temp HP?
Temp HP first.
Okay.
If you apply damage, it should come out of temp first.
Okay.
All right, Ash, it is now your turn. You have less than 48 health, even with your temporary health. You are now feared.
I am
dazed. You do not add the escalation die to your attacks. You have -6 total to your attack.
Yep. I'm gonna pick up lay, do fawn and run.
Okay, you are engaged.
Can I use an icon to just get out of here?
Yeah, sure.
It's an Archmage 5.
What complication do you suggest?
I
have an idea, but I want to hear if you have one.
Bleeding out.
What?
I'm bleeding out. I don't know.
Otherwise,
that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Give up one of your spell slots.
No.
All right. You are now taking 10 damage over time. Normal save ends.
All right. I'm taking Lady Fawn with me. I'm just making a break for it. Like, these guys are gonna die. The longer OP stays around, I'm just shouting for him to come. This isn't worth it, right?
Yeah, you can probably get to about here if you're, booking it.
Yeah, if I am.
All right, let me roll a d10. Only a 1. It only goes a little more. Han, one of your allies have fled. The other is also Ash. Take your 10 damage at the end of your turn and roll your normal save. The other is fleeing with your unconscious ally.
Okay, but Opie's still stuck.
Opie's still stuck, and you no longer have your DOT.
My DOT.
Oh, thank goodness. No, it's for me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I guess Haren's gonna charge the Minotaur to try and give OP time to pop free and
oh my god, the heroics.
Yeah.
Charging something way bigger than yourself.
You
Yeah.
are nothing
With like
but
6 times the health.
you are a speck in his shadow.
Alright, we're gonna whack him. Hang on a second. Do I want to... No, let's not. Okay, this rage attack. Oh my god. Alright. Does that increase?
Yes, you now have 2 stacks of frenzy.
Yeah, but does frenzy trigger? It only triggers when I hit. Okay,
Yep.
there it is. Okay, well, there we go.
Its claws deflect your stone axe. You look back at your friend, hoping that it buys enough time to escape. Lay Dufan, roll your death save.
So I don't really understand what you mean by I'm not closer to death, but I'm still rolling a death save.
You roll
You
a death
don't go
save.
down the death track.
Yeah, you can't die anymore from failing death saves. In fact, you succeed. You are no longer unconscious. You have 1 health and are now up.
Okay. So I would like to recover. Can I do?
Wait,
Is
if you
that
roll a 16 plus, use a recovery to return to consciousness. My bad. -3. Roll a recovery. That was your first step. Tell us what courage, willpower, stubbornness, or quest brought you back from this brink.
Probably being angry that their new friends are getting beat up by a stinky cow.
All right.
Don't want to get shocked again.
Yeah, that too.
That is all you can do on your turn, but you get back on your feet.
Okie doke.
Balrin, you hear the screams, the cries, the pain coming from the next room. You eye the gap that the rubble fell, knowing that they can't possibly escape the same way. What do you do?
Using the 3-6 and aerial combat expert, I would like to fly through the opening into the room, and can I save Opid and bring him out of the room?
I don't want out of the room.
It's too bad.
You
I
can.
was kind of counting on you leaving.
This was a 6, right?
I was already
You
making plans for you
swoop
to get
in
out.
out of nowhere, coming in high, and then swooping down low. You grab Opid, and he's wriggling your arms, not quite sure what's going on.
So, are you taking me out of the battle?
Nope.
Yeah.
You can get as far as this pillar on the other side as you land back down. Balrin directs, no, we have to escape over the top.
All right. So I still have a move and an action.
Yeah, from here you can run back to that gap and start climbing over. Quickly fly over.
I run. All right. I fly to the gap, which isn't letting me go over that way, so I'll just move on.
Please don't. Please don't trigger the charge again when you just brought me over here.
No, I'm gonna actually melee. I'm gonna try to keep, because it's glued together, right? You
yeah.
say?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna use a smite evil, because I know that it's a trap now, to try to bring it down and open a path.
Okay, you clear a bunch of rubble, but does this count as trying to flee the battle for the Minotaur?
I am not leaving, because I used my move to get here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say trying to actually leave the room triggers it. Once you cross that wall. All right, Opid.
Well, also, oh yeah, I took miss damage. Forgot. Carry on.
I didn't mean to roll that. I wanted to check. Okay.
Around USOB.
Okay. I need focus.
And you need to run.
Gaining focus. Yep, you're not engaged, right?
We had a whole thing about
Yep,
this.
I know. I
I
caught
don't.
up.
Okay. And I believe that is it.
That's it? You're not moving?
I'm not you.
Oh my god.
Karn, you are
bond
not
with these
staggered,
people
which
you
is
met
good.
2 minutes ago?
The Minotaur is throwing -4s against you. 1. That is well, let's check your AC. That is a miss.
Oh my god.
You only take 15 damage from it.
Great.
But with that 15, you have now fallen into stagger.
No, I haven't.
No.
I still have 59.
Oh.
Nice.
Ooh, you
He
are.
ain't afraid of nothing.
Since he goes for the second claw swipe.
Which, wait a second, shouldn't I, when I'm raging, shouldn't I get a whole bunch of extra health?
No.
No,
No,
that's
not-
a
okay.
Lucian thing.
Yeah,
You
that's a
take
home-
another
it's home
15
brew.
damage, and now you are staggered, but you are not in fear range yet. I don't think. Well, let's see.
I'm at 44.
You are feared.
Okay.
So what about that bonus horn damage?
Yeah, right. About that bonus horn damage. Since both of those were hits, you take another 19 damage.
What? No, they weren't both hits. You.
Sorry, I mean both of those were misses, so it's like not. Oh, so the second one would have been +4.
Ooh.
Yeah, the first
is
one would have
looking
made the
real
first
bad.
one would have staggered you, and the second one wouldn't have. Yeah, the second one would have been a full hit. For 30 plus 19 damage, 49.
Okay. Wait. Okay. So I've got 10 left.
You have a big gaping wound from where the horn just left, like your lower left chest.
I need one of you to attack this Minotaur and miss.
Ash,
You know, I seem well equipped for that.
Is it
Ash
a
doesn't.
melee attack? Because if it's a basic attack, I'm not getting in there.
Just miss an attack.
Or crit it.
I have 2 options: Chaos Bolt or Burning Hands.
Or you
Chaos.
could run for your life, you fool.
If you
I can run.
Lucian, Max, we try to step out that door, 100 damage to the face.
I'm going right here.
True.
And I'm going to Chaos Bolt. I don't know about the 100 damage. I didn't see that, so
No one read.
that is a hit.
against
Damn
the
it.
physical.
I can
Oh.
miss. Don't worry, I can miss.
Okay.
Your chaos bolt
Uh,
splashes against its fur. Rotten bits of fur burn off, messing up the pine cone scent.
Yep. 5d8 damage. So 38.
You gain a chaotic
And-
benefit.
I get, and maybe this guy has a weakness to lightning. I don't know. Ooh.
The Minotaur's horns and claws grow ever larger.
Deal damage equal to your level and your charisma modifier to one enemy.
Oh.
One nearby
What,
enemy.
what damage types can you choose?
I don't choose.
It literally says your choice of type for that damage.
Oh,
Can you choose,
Fire,
like, divine?
lightning, cold, and thunder. I'm choosing probably more lightning. Just more lightning.
Alright, what's your charisma modifier? That's 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage. So 47 total.
Haran, this enemy is terrifying you in a way no gargoyle ever has. What do you do?
Do you have that one thing where you can like call an attack and recover if you hit?
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good thing.
You are
to do.
throwing a -4 as a reminder.
Yeah, I'm not going to make. Yeah, no, I'm.
But you're also 2d10 additional damage if you do hit.
Yeah. This is starting to look like Haran's not getting out of it. I might as well just go ahead and use my my only once per battle. All right. Haran's going to announce that he's unstoppable, which is clearly a blatant lie, but you know, maybe we'll surprise everyone and go ahead and attack.
With a -4, it wouldn't hit.
25 is a hit.
Okay.
That roll 2d10. You cleave into it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you cleave. Oh my bad. You cleave some more, taking off hunks of rotten fur.
That is not enough.
Bits of its chest are, slowly exposing more and more of this immaculate blade. And you can heal with a free recovery.
Nice. Okay.
Is that just homebrew?
What?
No.
What? It's a
that's
normal
unstoppable.
thing.
Where is it?
What? Unstoppable?
Yeah, it's once per battle though.
Okay, got it. Gotcha.
And you are now above the fear threshold.
No, what not?
But
I think
you
it might
are
actually be a
staggered.
daily.
Okay. Gosh, I'm trying to I'm sitting on an icon relationship, but I'm trying to think of what's the best way to leverage it, because nobody wants to take 100 damage to the face.
Well, I'd like to lawyer the fact that it says if they immediately want to leave, and then you choose the person to take it. So it's like, if he already did it once, one, wouldn't that already count? And then two, this isn't immediate if he's below half health.
You're misreading where immediately is in that sentence.
Oh. Let me scroll back up. One second.
Do we have to pull the sword out of the Minotaur to kill him?
But yes, actually, I think you're right. If you try to flee the battle, it's an additional trigger. So yeah, I don't think he gets to free charge it anymore.
Gotcha.
Okay, so do we want to try and run, or should we try and...
There's no way we're winning this.
It is half health already. You're a paladin. God.
Yeah, that's true.
Also,
Balrin has not been pulling his own weight.
Yeah,
Balrin
I've done most of the damage here.
Literally,
He's just
I
flying
am
around.
working with Ash, who he thinks is gonna rob and invade his homeland. Heron, who thinks he's an evil person. Opid, who doesn't believe in his gods and has kind of disowned him. And Lil Defon, which is a machine human-made, which he, isn't a huge fan, but, probably the best.
Haran, are you using your move action?
That's what I was trying to decide. I think I need to try and disengage.
Okay.
And of course, I always fail my disengage checks.
Play Dauphin. If you miss, we're in business.
Lay Dufan,
Oh, easy peasy.
As you're recalibrating to the world, you see your new friend Haran heroically holding back the Minotaur.
So what happens if we miss?
Opid can do something. Add extra damage to your miss, probably.
That's it.
Look.
Run for your life.
Okay, well I have a Prince of Shadows 6. So, I mean,
Maybe you can persuade DM that it'll crit no matter what.
I was thinking Prince of Shadows does something, chunks a piece of rock out of the ceiling. It crushes the Minotaur long enough for Haran to disengage and move away so that we can start running and get a head start.
Sure. If you want a sudden trap.
If we're just gonna run, then we're gonna run.
Yeah, there's absolutely old traps.
If we run, we're abandoning the baby.
That's also
true. Oh God, that's true.
You can hear it's. No, I'm not going to be that mean.
No, don't do it.
There is an old trap above the Minotaur's head that you can like throw a dagger at and have it dump rubble on the Minotaur, letting Haran pop free and run to the rest of the group.
Okay. So do we want to run or do we want to fight this? I'm getting very mixed signals here.
Yeah, very unclear.
Balrog doesn't think he's really part of this group. He's running.
Okay, then don't give your opinion. For the people who are actually fighting and who are actually actively participating in getting their asses whipped.
What is this snooze symbol that keeps showing up on the Minotaur?
I think the best course of action is just put our faith in Opie, try and make an attack that's gonna miss, and see what he has up his sleeve.
Okay.
Maybe you can use your 6 to crit it.
Why would I use my 6 to crit it if we want to miss?
I mean,
look,
you miss.
You can make an argument.
No.
See, here's what you do. You argue that you can bend the rules of my trigger to let me use it even if you hit.
Could I do that, Gian?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, why not?
Okay. Can I recover first before I go back in there and fight again?
Recovery is a standard action.
Okay, but I'm coming in. I will storm in with 26 health.
You guys are heroes. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't care what Balrog says.
I'm glad Max thinks we're heroes.
This
Because
really
the character that he's playing really doesn't.
Yeah.
I literally rolled a 1d2 because I thought Balrog as a person would run.
Oh no,
I wouldn't.
you have something to say, Manny?
That is a miss!
Please.
Ooh.
So it's vulnerable, so that's a crit.
That is a crit, baby, as you deal nearly 100 damage. Over 100 damage. The Minotaur is blasted to pieces. Skeleton is hanging there, but it is still going. You can see it's still beating heart at the pinpoint of the sword driven into its chest from inside its ribcage.
And thus, it also takes, is the ongoing doubled?
Ongoing is not doubled.
Sad. You did your part, Lady Delphine.
Yeah, that's all I can.
Did you?
That's all I can. I don't think so because I missed. So I would assume that I still have my 6.
Nope,
correct,
you
Gian?
spent it.
No. Okay.
It was a luxury 6.
All right, an excess 6.
All right, Balrog.
All right. He can just walk out, or can he? Or fly out?
You can fly out over the top.
Flying out over the top. And turn.
All right, Opie.
All right. How far can I move?
You can move, all the way back to where Opie.
I'm not moving back.
Yeah, you can move it into engagement range with the Minotaur.
All right. That's what I want to hear. I'm gaining focus. I'm moving in.
Okay.
Come on, you lousy brute.
All right. 2 of you are staggered. The first attack gets a +4 bonus against Le Dufan due to Blood Frenzy. It's going to swing. That is a natural 1. Your sword flies out and manages to pinpoint the horn at a tip. The horn cracks away. Angry, it charges forward with its claws at Le Dufan again. And that is with a +4 bonus going to hit for a total of 53 damage.
Does that drop her?
Oh my god, and then some. Jesus. How much? 54?
Let's see if I can't cause anything to happen here.
Well, I can also do this, but it doesn't frickin' roll. This dice cannot be right. Is this correct?
It's correct.
I have not gotten a single one of these.
I mean, it's a like 50-50 shot, right? And you've rolled it twice.
I'm at negative 28 health.
Okay.
Well, here's the good news. I think my attack will hit, so you'll take 33 less damage.
That is absolutely a hit.
Roll your attack, Les Dolphins.
What do you mean, roll my attack?
Do you not read anything?
We've already used this move.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There's a lot going on. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, you're extra tough?
No, that's... Yes, I am, but...
Your attack lashes out.
Oh, by the way, the target also now takes increased ongoing damage equal to my melee attack miss damage.
Nice.
On a 16 plus, I can also make wait, never mind.
That's
a
is
basic ranged attack.
Why do you have this?
Why did I take this? I definitely misread that. Okay, never mind. Ignore that.
An extra 31 damage. And then the ongoing damage sources as well.
Alright, I applied the 31 damage. How much ongoing damage is it now? Like 21?
The 15 and the +6, yeah.
With that ongoing damage, the Minotaur slumps to the ground, letting out one final roar in your face.
Oh,
and slumps. The room is silent.
I'm getting the baby.
There's the sound of a beating heart. The flesh of the Minotaur is slowly growing back onto its skeleton.
You should take out that sword.
Stab the heart. Or take out the sword?
Probably, yeah.
Wait, is the sword in the heart?
The sword is in the heart. Its tip, its fine tip, just in the heart.
Stab it or pull it out?
Stab it, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, we can go further in. If it starts backfiring, it's pretty easy to pull it out.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
You stab at the heart over and over again, but it keeps beating. It keeps growing back.
All right, pull it out.
You will need to make a DC 25 check.
All right, strength, I assume, because I'm yanking something.
That makes sense to me.
All right. Yeah.
What's your strongest background?
Huh?
What's your strongest background?
Frequent flyer. I've traveled a lot of different places, and Haran has frequently made extra cash by acting basically as a human two-legged oxen and hauling carts and things in order to earn his supper. He is buff.
I accept it.
Alrighty.
Bro!
But I've been rolling like poop this entire session!
That is a fail. You take one final swing from the reanimated arm.
Oh my god.
What is your AC? Normally?
My AC is like 19.
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't help. Goodbye.
Bye. Actually, no, I'm okay. I'm okay, actually.
Well, hold on. You also take the extra
extra
23 damage.
Why? No, it was down.
Its horns are still imbued with magic, and so are its claws.
Oh,
God.
come on. Oh, boy. It was nice knowing you.
But as you're knocked away, the sword stays in your grasp, and the beast's heart stops beating as you're knocked unconscious across the room. Opie quickly rushes over, I don't know, feeds you an ant or something.
I do not feed her an ant. GM's gonna die next.
Do they have astral chocolate-covered ants?
Ash is gonna die next.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
apparently I
nice.
focus
Plus 2
on...
sword of greater striking. When the escalation dies 3+, add +2 d8 damage, but once per level on critical hit. It can make an attack against anything. A shadow, a spell, an emotional bond, someone's fate, someone's death. The thing you target has to be within sword's reach. Quirk whispers about and gets glimpses of mysterious shadowy figures and invisible forces lurking beyond the perception of mortals.
Yeah.
Side effects include.
Yeah.
This weapon is named Gromar's Blade. It seems to have been fashioned by some mastermind of dwarven architecture and forgery, and it's as if someone has spent an entire lifetime dedicated to figuring out how to defeat death itself.
Yeah, that needs to be destroyed.
Anyway, take your... How much damage did I say? It was.
We never said. We just said it was a lot.
It was 53. You're not even down, actually. You have 1 health.
I have 1 health left. I am Haran the Immortal.
That's a title, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. Alrighty. I'd like to roll some recoveries.
You are all of you hit quick rest first.
I recharge it.
Oh no. Oh.
I will trade that for a recharge. Yes.
Question on these recoveries, does that take into account I have this strong recovery?
Yep.
It does take that into
Yes.
account? Okay.
You hear a great shuddering, and if a dungeon could scream, this is the sound of it, but it mostly sounds like wind passing through open doors angrily. The stone thief is mad that you've slain its prize pet.
Oh, this one wasn't me.
This little thing. Get the baby.
Oh,
The skeleton's already walking
They already have ripped the baby from that skeleton's arms.
You're shushing it. The baby was crying a lot thanks to the Minotaur.
Yeah. Definitely like a pinky in the mouth as like a pacifier kind of thing.
Yep.
You know, Harley probably wears a lot of jewelry, so you know, maybe like a ring to suck on or something. Of course, not a choking hazard, but
I mean, they're welded to her finger, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Patrick J. Julian Fitzroy and Quinn all right?
I'm gonna pull them out and show them to you. That they're all good.
Well, one of their mandibles is a little bent, but that's okay.
Sorry, I did my best.
No, I understand. They knew the risks. Let's leave.
There are 2 exits from this area. One is the area that Balrin escaped out of. The other, now that you can see down into the beast's lair, where full of skeletons and bones that the beast had nested in, you can see there's actually a trap door down there.
Ooh. That sounds.
Nope, go ahead.
That sounds good.
Trapdoor?
Trapdoor.
Yeah, screw Balrin.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not feeling particularly like
I don't want to meet up
like
with
the guy.
I don't want to meet up with him.
He definitely just left us to die. Like I didn't like him before, but now like definitely gargoyle.
I'm gonna...
That's something a gargoyle would do.
Oh no!
To be fair, he did try to rescue me.
And then promptly left.
Where's the trapdoor?
Balrin, you've been spending a bunch of time digging out stone so that your party that you've been traveling with may escape. You poke your head back out the pile and see that they have, are disappearing down into this great crevice. The beast slain. You look down your pathway and see a smooth pathway leading who knows where. with the smell of fresh air coming from down it.
I'm taking my path.
The party splits up
Again.
as the screen fades
Oh,
to
no.
black. This is the end of our excursion into the B team. All of you have survived, much to my surprise and delight.
That's it. We're not all out.
You have all ventured to the next level of the Stone Thief.
I had a feeling that was it.
You have
Whatever.
you,
We'll find a new exit.
You can actually all do a full rest. Tell me, Seb, what is what question I want to ask? Via some mean or mechanism, all of you are going to end up in a place called Dungeon Town. Tell us one such adventure your now reduced B team faces along the way. A moment, a notable enemy, a notable area. You would have ventured forth into a great, let's see. Max would have gone into a place called the Grove, a place with the giant tree that was knocked. You guys would have passed into a familiar area, the Sunken Sea.
Wait,
Again?
you went back? Oh, never mind.
That's-
You just
No, we-
followed
This is
the
where the
same
other
line.
team went. That's where the other team was.
The other team.
Ash, you would have
Yeah.
probably seen telltale signs that the A team had been through here.
I pick up a sock and I'm like, yeah, this is Lucian's. We've been this way. You can tell by the chew holes. I think Balrin gets more rats than he can handle.
Now you gotta tell us a story about Ash. Balrin's on a different.
And
level.
a story about Ash. Oh, I thought just the reduced team at total. I thought that was everybody. Oh,
No, you are now traveling with everyone but Balrin.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a story about me. I think what's I think it is. I think it is sort of like the story of me sort of like finding evidence of the other party and being like, that's it. This is the way we have to go. And everyone's just like, no. Because they don't know the other party, obviously.
Yeah.
And I haven't told them anything about it.
Well, Haran
Right.
knows them.
Knows about it. Haran's on board.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
met these
Haran, you
guys
should take
before.
your full heal.
Rumham.
Les Dufan is having the time of their life. They really enjoy babies. And
Babies.
they have even gone as far as to give the baby a name, and has fashioned a backpack kind of sling so that the baby sticks out like in the carrier over their head, and fashioned little like rock sunglasses for the baby, and is trying to teach the baby to take the rock sunglasses off when they encounter a monster, so that the baby will like turn the monster into stone and then they can attack the monster. The baby's name is Nathara.
Please type that
I-
out.
No.
I posted it in Players General.
Thank you.
Okay, hear me out though. What about
Yeah, that works too. That's actually a lot cooler with the little apostrophe. But yeah, Harley is having the time of their life. They really enjoy being a nanny.
Now, of course, the sword of puss plagues this party as well, and at one point grabs away the baby. Haran, tell us about this event.
Yeah, Haran just kind of, let's see. Haran's gonna, like, Taharin jumps in after the Swordopus. Presuming the Swordopus like takes the baby away from like arm's reach. Taharin jumps in after it and takes the grapple back from the Swordopus, but in the kerfuffle manages to lop off another one of the arms and rescue the baby.
Wow. Why you gotta do that to my man, the Swordopus?
I was just trying to think of something epic for him to get out of the grapple.
That's fair.
That's fair. Fine. Do that to my boy.
It wasn't personal.
It's not like it's my favorite monster or anything, okay?
It's not personal.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Pow?
So what am I saying exactly here?
You are your B team has traveled through the Sunken Sea. Tell us something about that trip.
Along the way, we came to an abandoned wizard tower, and it had a whole new undiscovered colony of astral ants. These ones learned to eat paper to survive. They subsisted on the ink within the pages, transporting it to their colony for feasting. And when you get closer and tap into their power, they take you to the grand library of realm that the Archmage can only dream of.
There's a still smoldering fire from that with the remains of just hundreds and thousands of books. Someone was here, but is no longer. Now, Balrin, go ahead.
All this wasted food for the ants.
Balrin has, meanwhile, ventured not into an area of sea, but an area of jungle. A great living heart tree, now dead, leaning against the cavern. A massive amount of trees and being roamed with thunder beasts, or what we recognize as like magical dinosaurs. The roots of this giant tree are brimming with drow who are still living here from when the tree was stolen, but the wood elves who lived in the middle section of the tree and the high elves who lived at the top are now all gone. Balrin, tell us about your adventures alone in this area.
Well, being alone in the Stone Thief is more like a stealth mission. Using the flight to the absolute most potential. He's going to crawl his way or fly his way kind of up and avoid conflict if he can. But otherwise, if there are any elves that he sees, they're actually usually pretty cool with the Drakenhall or just magical beings.
You have at least one terrifying and amazing fight with some flying thunder beasts. Tell us about it.
Oh man. They're probably a lot bigger and a lot clunkier than Balrin is, but he's an aerial combat expert and he knows how to dive and just use mobility as his advantage and not so much strength, but just using his halberd and flame attacks to just kind of whip around, I'd say, to beat out a higher weight class.
The remaining thing I'll drop, since this isn't a level you guys are actually going to ever play in at this point. You've seen, Balrin has already seen one custodian, the stone elemental, the Mad Butcher who plagued him on and kept over the Gauntlet. He also would have met the doorkeeper in the Maw. He finds a smashed custodian here. The ground is treacherous, spikes and spires of twisted stone jut from the ground, and a cracked and dead custodian lays in the outcropping, its visage shattered. There is it was the killing blow was struck by some sort of large bludgeoning weapon. Concentric circles of cracks radiate out from the point where something was jammed into its stone skull. It looks almost like a staff was carefully welded against it. And that is where we will wrap up. How did you guys like your second adventure into the Gauntlet?
This was overall a better experience.
I felt
What?
like we understood a lot less about the Gauntlet. Like when the first time we went through, like we were really trying to understand like what's going on here. Like I thought we got into the lore a little bit more, and then this time we were just like, nope, smash and keep moving.
I mean, we also, moved past, like, we didn't do the first of the fights, right? We just kind of glazed through how you got to the first encounter.
Yeah, no, like that, and that was just also like who the characters were, and like we were there on a mission, and the mission wasn't all right. What is this? The mission was leave. So, like, we accomplished the mission. Well, we're heading towards accomplishing the mission. But it was just a different vibe, like because we were like such a different party and so much more broken interpersonal relationships there.
It was a lot of fun. I really did expect to kill one of you, though.
I was looking at that. I was looking at that. I was thinking, you know what? We're not that far off from Roz's
I think
comeback
90
to her,
HP made a difference.
90 HP does a lot of difference.
Yeah, that was a good cast. I also you couldn't have known it. You couldn't. But charging it in and engaging with it was the best thing you could do. I mean, actually, you could have known it if you had read the Furious Charge against Max. Well, no, it doesn't say. When the escalation die is 4+, the Minotaur can use that move just by as long as you're not engaged with it at the start of a turn.
I read that I could use it at 4+.
There you go.
That's disgusting.
But I just figured anything to try and lock it down so that it has something else to attack.
Had you moved away from it, one of you would have just probably instant died.
I would have loved to have seen it try to attack me.
Yeah, you had a lot of things making sure it couldn't attack you. Well, I think that was a lot of fun. Next week we will return with the A team. At this point, did we do an incremental when you guys finished the? Yeah, we did incremental when you finished the
first B team plotline. The first A team plotline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give your B team an incremental as well.
So, is that? Wait, who did I give wait.
All of your characters should have one incremental at this point.
So the B team gets 2.
So.
No, the B team should have 1 too. If I already gave you one ahead of time, then whatever, we're good.
So I can upgrade one of my spell slots to level 7 if I desire.
Oh god. You know, Occultist and Commander, 2 sides of the same coin, and boy do they fucking just so much.
Let's see.
They do so much.
I mean, it is what it is.
You can keep them safe, they'll dish out damage.
Honestly, like Occultist feels like it has more to keep itself safe too. But I mean, I guess that's only against a specific enemy.
You also have to remember, I can't. If anyone tries to heal me, I literally have to wait a whole turn.
Yeah, yeah, that one's weird.
Luckily, we don't have any healers in this party.
Yeah, that worked out well. All right, well, I will see you all next week.
Oh, we get the ability score bump.